All right, let's make some ginger pumpkin waffles. I have my recipe here. So we're gonna start with the dry ingredients first. 2 cups of flour, 2 tablespoons of sugar, and then 2 tablespoons of muscovado sugar. If you can't find muscovado, it's fine. This is actually unrefined sugar. 1 teaspoon of baking powder and 1 teaspoon of baking soda. We need some pumpkin spices, some pumpkin pie spices, right? Some ginger, some cinnamon, a little bit of clove, but less clove than ginger and cinnamon for sure. And then we're gonna grate some nutmeg. Let's move on to the wet ingredients. 4 eggs. 6 tablespoons of melted butter that's been cooled. 1 cup of milk. 1/2 cup of sour cream. 3 tablespoons of molasses. 1/2 cup of canned pumpkin puree. And, you know, pumpkin doesn't really have much flavor. You need to add things like cinnamon and ginger, the nutmeg, the cloves, that are considered those sort of pumpkin-like flavors. So, wet and to dry. We just want to fold in the wet and the dry ingredients until they just sort of come together. I'm just gonna finish this with a little bit of candied ginger. It smells so good. I love gingerbread and I love pumpkin, so these are definitely right up my alley for sure. I love this stuff. This is fresh ginger cooked in like a simple syrup and then rolled in a little bit of sugar when it comes out. It's sweet and spicy at the same time. And then we're gonna let this rest for about 15 minutes. And so while that's happening, we can actually make our next recipe, which is our buttermilk rum syrup. So we're gonna start with a cup of buttermilk. 1 1/4 cups of sugar. 6 tablespoons of butter. 2 tablespoons of corn syrup. And 1 teaspoon of baking soda. We want to let this, you know, basically become a caramel. So once that happens, we'll just add a little bit of dark rum, some vanilla extract, and we'll finish it off with a little bit of salt, kind of get that salted caramel flavor with the rum and the sugar and the buttermilk. All right, let's make some waffles. I'm going to use some non-stick spray. Now, when I make waffles, I think it's kind of cool if they're a little bit misshapen, you know? They're not perfect. Makes them seem very homemade to me. I'm gonna add some rum to our caramel and a little vanilla extract and a dash of salt. All right. And our syrup is done. I'm just gonna let that cool off before I taste it. Let's check on our waffles. Ooh, looking pretty good. Looking good, baby. Look at that. Stack of waffles. A little bit of our buttermilk rum syrup. It's gonna go very nicely with our cocktail, with that cinnamon vodka. How about some powdered sugar? How about some mint? It smells like gingerbread and cinnamon here, which is a very good aroma for this kitchen. You know what I love about this? Different kinds of sweet. Rum, molasses, and then you have the spiciness of the cinnamon and the ginger. That's an amazing winter brunch dish. That's really good. All right, when we come back, we're gonna make a chili relleno with some migas, scrambled eggs, tortillas, chilies, and we're gonna wrap it around a Chihuahua cheese sauce. So don't go anywhere.